everyone, I'm Brianna and I studied abroad in Florence, Italy last spring semester. Today I'm going to talk to you all about the importance of learning a language while you're abroad. The main question I've gotten during my time as an AIFS alumni ambassador is, I don't really speak that country's language, so will I have trouble communicating while I'm there? Programs do accommodate all language levels, so whether you're a beginner or you're an expert, you're really not going to have any difficulties. But not knowing the language shouldn't deter you from actually learning the language and using it while you're abroad outside of the classroom. I found that being in a country that doesn't have English as its first language should be a really fun challenge, actually. I didn't know any Italian coming in, so I was definitely a beginner, but I used this time really wisely because I saw that it was important to know the language. Not only are you going to have the classes to learn it, but outside of the classroom is a great learning experience to do so and just further your knowledge of it. I found that living in Florence, being around people who spoke it every single day, made this challenge even easier because you're hearing it all the time, not just in the classroom. So this makes it really great when you're trying to order food, you're shopping, or you're just walking around Italy in general. No matter what your language level experience is, taking the time to learn the language is so crucial. Even when I didn't know it and it wasn't perfect, I still tried to use it, and people in Italy, they appreciated it and they actually became excited for me. There were so many times where I'd be trying to order food in restaurants and I'd try to use the Italian I've learned, and the waiters or waitresses, they loved it. They would have so much fun just trying to teach us more, and from that we'd actually get to know one another a little better. So this actually made it a really fun experience because I got to know people in Italy that were a waitress, a waiter, they owned a store, or just walking around. I got to know them better using my Italian. And it created really great stories and memories for me, and I got to build a relationship with them to the point where whenever I came back, they knew me and we'd be able to talk more and they'd teach me more, and we'd have a lot of laughs in the process. Studying abroad is a whole learning process no matter what you do. So even though if you don't know the language, don't be afraid. Don't make that a barrier for yourself. Take this time to really learn the language and use it while you're abroad, and I promise you it'll make your experience just that much better. Before I end this video, I do want to provide you all with some basic Italian words and phrases for whether you're studying abroad in Italy or you do plan to go to Italy while you're studying abroad.
Ciao. This is an informal use of hello or goodbye, so I suggest using this with your friends or someone you know very well. Buongiorno. This means good morning, and I prefer to use this before 11 a.m., and you would use this when walking into a store or a cafe to say good morning to someone you don't know very well. Grazie. This is to say thank you, and a lot of people think that it's grazie, but it's actually pronounced as grazie. PREGO. This means you're welcome, but Italians use this for a lot of different reasons, so it could just be you're welcome, here you go. You'll really pick this up when you're in Italy. This one's extremely important, il conto per favore. This means the check please. For me, I didn't know that in Italy you have to ask for the check in order to get it and leave the restaurant. So me and my friends, we were waiting for a long time, wondering when the waiter would arrive with our check. You have to ask. So il conto per favore is a very important one to use. Dove il or dove la, this means where is something. So dove il bagno means where is the bathroom. And finally, arrivederci. You use this when you want to say goodbye to someone a little bit more formally than just ciao.
Arrivederci everyone. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope this was helpful. Have a great time studying abroad.